Affordability and accessibility. Buying property in Leicester. Let's talk Leicester. Not just the city of foxes and crisps. You have tried walkers, right? But a place that's quietly turning heads in the UK property scene. Why? Because it's that sweet spot where I can afford it meets I actually want to live here. Right, picture this. A first-time buyer walks into my office last winter. Mid-20s, decent salary, dreams bigger than his deposit. London? Forget it. Manchester? Still a stretch. But Leicester? He said. I hadn't thought of that. Fast forward 6 months, he's sipping coffee in Clarendon Park, mortgage sorted, smug grin and all. So why is Leicester catching on? First, let's get real about prices. As of early 2025, you can still snag a 2-bed terrace here for under $200K in some areas. In contrast, that barely gets you a studio in Croydon. Even semi-detached homes in suburbs like Wigston or Thurniston hover around £240,000 to £300, manageable if you're combining incomes or getting a help-to-buy equity loan, though that's winding down, so rental yields are another story. Investors perk up. I've seen yields in LE3 and LE4 pushing 6 to 7%, especially in student-heavy zones near De Montfort or Uni of Leicester. A client of mine turned a tired Victorian terrace into a slick 5-bed HMO. Let's just say she's not worried about her pension anymore. Now, accessibility. Let's face it, no one wants to live somewhere that feels like the middle of nowhere. Leicester is bang on with transport. 1 hour to London St. Pancras by train. Yep, 1 hour. I've had city workers who rent in Islington and buy in Leicester, commuting twice a week. Hybrid work has made that model way more common. Driving? M1 and N69 give you direct access to Birmingham, Coventry, Nottingham. That's the East Midlands triangle right there. And East Midlands Airport? Underrated gem. Neighborhood breakdown, where's hot and where's not so hot. Clarendon Park. If you love cafes, students, creatives, and slightly overpriced sourdough, this is your zone. Prices creeping up, but the vibe's unmatched. Aylestone, bit more laid back. Bungalows, families, decent schools. One couple I worked with sold a 1-bed flat in Watford and bought a 3-bed semi here with a garden. They're now proud chicken owners. Seriously. Highfields, more affordable. Loads of culture, but can be hit or miss block by block. Great if you're on a tight budget, but get a local agent who knows the area inside out. Western Park, sleepy leafy suburb, popular with second steppers. If you're done with starter homes, this area feels grown up. Prices. Well, let's say affordability doesn't mean compromise. That's the key thing I keep repeating to buyers. People assume low prices mean low quality of life. But Leicester's got the lot. Big green spaces like Victoria Park and Abbey Park. A cracking foodie scene. Hello, Indian takeaways. And a city center that's slowly but surely getting its act together. Oh, and the schools? You'll be surprised. Some primaries in Oadby and Knighton are Ofsted gold. I had a couple from Luton move up just for that. School catchments are the real battleground. Trust me. A quick story before I forget. A retired couple I helped last year sold their Surrey bungalow and bought a detached house here and a buy-to-let flat with the proceeds. They now spend half the year in Spain and the other half managing their Leicester let. Tell me that's not living the dream. But hey, there are catches too. Council tax bans in some boroughs are steep. Some streets in the city center suffer from student noise. And the outer estates? You'll want to do your homework. I had one buyer get starry-eyed over a dirt-cheap ex-council flat. EastEnders. We pulled out. No regrets. In a nutshell, if you're priced out elsewhere or just want to stretch your pound a bit further, Leicester's calling. It's not for everyone, but for the right buyer,